Good afternoon. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and certified international education and training institute. In last year, we already served 35 billion plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate profession generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seekers, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like Redon Portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and well knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, conversations, and many more. We help you to learn to meet their expectation and even become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs for the learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals who help you to understand the youth and promote knowledge. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and utility. RGB member are complete offering research and training programs for students from across the world. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities. We provide training for students from across the world to learn about global issues, global challenges, and global opportunities.
With profile information, you'll enjoy all feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time limited because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate. Otherwise, not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download certificate all is if you're a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you're an online life quiz competition winner, then you can download a certificate of participation. If you're selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can easily prepare and download 18 types of insurance certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global influence in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge seeker, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement IGP knowledge seeking campaign 2020, 2021, and 2022, certificate of participation webinar series 1, authentic assessment in teaching learning, certificate of participation webinar series 2, teaching as a foreign language and assessment, certificate of participation webinar series 3. This is your classroom engagement tool. Certificate of participation webinar series 4, the new training in education. Certificate of participation webinar series 5, upskill commercial leadership and management skills. Certificate of participation webinar series 6, upskill commercial leadership and management skills. Certificate of participation webinar series 7, art in teaching program in the arts. Certificate of participation webinar series 8, new comprehension. Certificate of participation webinar series 9, 21st century tools in teaching mathematics. Certificate of IGP corporate ambassador, certificate of IGP campus ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz. You can participate in 1,000 plus live quiz competition on our website. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, and tips for teach, gamification tools for teacher. You can join RGP alumni. You can check out our Plus Premium Services website for free and many more. Dear RGP, will be shared we promised previously, but lack of technical problem may late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous conditions softly from our website. Now you can enroll this set password everything. Check it for all of the details. It's a totally test will check our button and pages on our website. She like us to be benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 1916 webinar, which name is Delegation and Responsibility. And today our speaker's name is Dr. Raj Narayan Avasti. He is from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, sir, I want to share a very little bit about him. Senior Officer OL and in Just Technology Translation Electronics Corporation of India Limited, ECIL. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good
Okay, thank you
afternoon.
very much. Okay, very good afternoon. I am very thankful to my learned audience, those who have spared their time for this very wonderful session. Today, my session will be on delegation and responsibility. It's a very important aspect of management, whether we are in any industry, whether we are in the corporate sector, or we are in any education sector. Then, first we should know what is the process of delegation. So in delegation, there are two very important things are there, authority and responsibility. Authority and responsibility are the two basic concepts of management. In any management system, anywhere we see, we will find these are the two very important pillars of any organization, authority and responsibility. The process of delegation in organization involves three action on the part of manager. So whenever we are doing or we are with authority and responsibility, this process of delegation in organization, these three actions are very important. The first one is assignment of duties to the subordinates. Because in each and every organization, only a senior manager cannot do all the jobs. It is his or her duty to assign the duties to his or her subordinates. Then delegation of required authority to subordinate to enable them to discharge their duties. Now, this is very important thing. It is not only the delegation of responsibility, because when we are delegating any responsibility to our subordinates, we must delegate some authority also. Suppose any senior manager is giving delegation to his deputy manager. Now, deputy manager, now 5% will report to the deputy manager. So, only it is not only that deputy manager will only take the work, he must have some authority. Suppose some junior manager or some assistant manager or somebody is want to go for 1 hour to any official work to other place, he or she should have authority to leave him and her. It is very important. In many organizations, I have seen people who are loaded with a lot of responsibilities, a lot of uh, delegations are there, but they have no authority to send a single person outside. So when the junior people will come to know that my boss is loaded with hundreds of duties, but he or she don't have any authority for my upliftment, he or she will not 100% they will not cooperate. So in the process of delegation, this is very, very important aspect. Now, assumption of obligation or responsibility by the subordinate of their work. Now, it is also there. This obligation or responsibility, whenever we are giving any responsibility to subordinates, we must see that they fully understand the work. Means each and every work, whatever it is being given, they should be well conversant. If they are not conversant, they will not able to discharge their duties so effectively. So this is very important thing. These aspects, these three are the Major pillar, assignment of duties to the subordinates, delegation of required authority to the subordinate to enable them to discharge their duties, and assumptions of obligation or responsibility by the subordinate of their work. So these are the very important aspect in the process of delegation. Now we'll see what is authority. Everybody says we want authority. But what is authority? Authority is an essential element in the act of management and administration. No management and no administration can run without authority. If management don't have authority to reward or to punish anybody, they cannot 100% they cannot do very well in any organization. So here authority is an essential element in the act of management. To get things done by the subordinates, manager at all levels of the organization have to depend on authority or power of command. Now we see in any organization when we are giving any work to anybody, so that we should see, I just suppose I'm a senior manager and I have given some work to my junior managers or assistant managers. So there what we have to do, we have to see that whether they are doing or not. If they are not doing, by the virtue of power, by the virtue of authority, we should able to take work from them. That is very, very important. We should not be lenient, we should not worry about any other things, and we should use our power of command. Broadly speaking, authority means certain rights, power, and permission vested in management. So these are the three things are very important in authority: rights, power, and permission. So the person who exercises the power to command is the superior, and other who are given command are the subordinates. So in any organization, we cannot say only he is the person who is the superior. For him, another person may be superior, he may be the subordinates. Same way, who is subordinate, he can be superior for somebody. So here, superior and subordinates both are correlated. So at any stage where you are working, you should have the authority to command the power. So this is very important aspect in the delegation of power. Now, what is the limit of authority? Authority should not be unlimited. It must be restricted also. The board of governors, the board of directors, they will see whether whatever authority has been given to certain people, whether they are fit or not. It must be recognized. However, authority can be exercised by an executive or administrative authority is not unlimited. So we should always see that authority is not unlimited. It is limited, and these are certain limitations expressed or replied which restrict the scope of authority. Suppose any authority is there, for example, suppose any budgetary provision are there. So what is the authority? Suppose a lower level manager has authority of some some amount, then middle level manager have some higher amount, and the very highest top level manager have some more higher amount. So this is very important aspect and in the scope of authority. The most common restriction or the authority is the requirement that authority be exercised within the limits of policies, procedures, and programs of enterprise. So this is very important. The most common restrictions or the authority is the requirement that authority be exercised within the limits of the policies. We cannot overrule the policies, we cannot overrule the procedures, and we cannot overrule the programs of enterprise. So this is very, very important. Now, what is the source of authority? That also we should say from where this authority comes. So there are different opinions regarding the source from which authority originate. Broadly speaking, there are following sources of authority. Authority doesn't come immediately. Authority comes from the formal structure of organization, acceptance of authority by subordinates, and technical competency of superior. So this authority, when we see the authority, it comes the formal structure of organization. If you are a senior manager level, automatic authority will come to you. Same way, authority also comes when your subordinate accept you. Automatically they will follow you and you will have authoritative command. And technical competency of superior. This is also very important aspect. If you are very technically, you are very competent on your topics, on your systems, so automatically this authority will come. Now, responsibility. Now you have seen only authority. Now the responsibility is also very important. It is not only we should have only authority, we should have responsibility also. So the process of delegation has three aspects: assignment of duty, delegation of authority, and assumption of responsibility. So when we are delegating anything, so it is not only we just delegate someone and he or she will complete the work. You must assign the duty. He or she should fully understand what he or she has to do. Then the delegation of authority. You have to delegate authority. Sometimes you have to see that, okay, suppose you have assigned the duty to the X. Now, after completion of job, to whom the X will report, that X should must know. Until and unless they do not know that whom it is to be reported, they cannot do perfectly. And assumption of responsibility. We must see, we must knock the doors of subordinates at all times that they should feel their responsibility, that whatever responsibility has been given to them, they should complete with full determination, dedication, devotion, and with full discipline. So, thus, duty, authority, and responsibility are inseparable aspects in the process of delegation. So, when we see the delegation, this duty, authority, and responsibility, we cannot inseparate. These are the very fundamental things, and they are closely knit connected. So, duties cannot be assigned to the subordinates. They can be asked to assume responsibility unless corresponding authority is also vested in them. This is very important. Now, some work has been given to the top management. Now, the top management will delegate the work to their subordinates. So, top management cannot say that this work has been delegated and they will only reply no. It is the duty of top management when any delegation, any work has been given by government of any country or any statutory body, top management is responsible for all the aspects. In delegation of responsibility, they should know that whether this work has been completed or not, whether my people will able to complete or not, or whether they are having equal competency or not. Because it is not like that. Suppose any electronic company is there and you give the work to any mechanical engineer, they will not conversant with electronics items, and it will not be so easy to complete the job. So in that time, what you have to do, whenever you give the job, you must see that whether they are able to complete or not, whether their potential is there or not, whether it is domain or not. Sometimes it happen. It is not necessary that we cannot give responsibility to another domain job. It can be given, there is no doubt. But we should always remember that whenever we give the job, we should see that whether whatever job has been given, it will be completed by them or not. Because if job is given to the perfect people, they will perform and they will complete the job in a very perfect way. Now we will see both delegation and responsibility. First, we have seen only delegation separately, responsibility separately. Now we will see together. So the executive subordinate relationship exists in an organization structure, gives rise to the aspect of responsibility and obligation. So these are very important things. Now, when delegation and responsibilities are inseparable, we cannot inseparate both the things. So when an executive assigned some duties to a subordinate and vest in him or her sufficient authority to get things done, the subordinate has naturally the obligation to perform the assigned duties and the responsible for the result. It means when we give any authority, when we give any responsibility, so what happened? We feel that this job can be performed in a better way. So until unless we don't give them authority, they will not be able to perform the work in the most effective and efficient manner. So this delegation and responsibility are very important things, and each and everybody should know that it is not only delegation. If we delegate some work to somebody, and responsibility, he or she should have some authority to complete the job and to give him his or her 100%. Now, the delegation of authority. When the work of an office manager or secretary increases so much that he or she cannot cope up with alone, she or he has to divide it among his her subordinates. When the workload is too much, when we see that it cannot be completed by a single man or woman, so their work can be distributed. But this work must be distributed equally. I will say in my coming slides how work can be distributed. Because if work is not distributed perfectly, nobody can do better. And the process of dividing the work among subordinate is called delegation. So whenever we divide the work to subordinate, that is the only delegation. Delegation is nothing, it is only dividing of work to the subordinates. Now the importance of delegation. Now the importance of delegation is management needs no elaboration. It is very important aspect. In the management theory, it is said that once man jobs grows beyond his or her personal capacity, his or her success lies in her ability himself through other people, that is, delegation of work to others. You might have seen whether you are a teacher, whether you are a principal, or whether you are an academic, administration, or industry. It is very difficult to work. It is very difficult to work to be done. It is very easy to do the work alone. If you are doing the work alone, it is very good because you need not to take permission from somebody. You can do job in your own way. But as a manager, you should know that how to delegate the work, how the work will be delegated. So this is very important aspect of management. In any office, what happens? Whenever any work comes, people will complete the job themselves. they feel that I will not share this job to somebody whether because they have doubt whether he or she will accept the job or not, whether they will complete or not. These are the things are there, and at the last outset, the individual will see that they will complete the job in a very perfect way. So this is very important aspect that while finishing the job. So now, whenever any job is given, as a manager, you should know that how this work can be delegated to others. It's very important. One can be a very good worker, but when you become manager, you should know the delegation of work. Yes, somebody may refuse it, somebody may not accept it, and sometimes you may see that when I give my job to him or her, he or she cannot complete the job in most perfect manner. So that is very important that you should see and you should always be ready to face this type of situation. So for that purpose, we must empower to our subordinates. We must do the manifestation of their work culture. We must give them good psychology, good internal healthiness, good belongings, and we should always work with them and they should feel that my boss is not working, but my boss is helping to do work in better way. Because if your boss at any level is not giving the work to you, you can see that you are spoiling your own career. So whenever you get any job, that must be perfectly it should be done. One more thing is there. It is not like that. Suppose senior manager has given job to manager. Now manager has to only do this job. No. Manager can subdelegate job to their junior managers. Here the responsibility of manager doesn't finish because the only work has been delegated, responsibility has not been delegated. So it is also very important aspect. Now the what are the elements of delegation? So now we should say that these are the very important three very important basic actions. So whenever we delegate, first assignment of duties, then grant of authority, then creation of obligation or accountability. Now the assignment of duties. The manager or superior converts what the subordinate is expected to do. Now here what is there? Whenever any assignment of duties are there, manager or superior must be very conversant and they should know that my subordinate will complete the job in the most effective and efficient manner. So there they should know that they should have belief that my manager they will complete the job in most effective way. So for that purpose, we should have in our organization capacity building programs. In my organization, what I do, suppose there's people who are reporting to me, I always in every month one day I do the capacity building program on my own consent. We see there I will be listening to them and I will give them topic that okay this is the topic and you have to complete the job in this way. So here this is the thing and by this job has to be completed. Now grant of authority. So grant of authority will be there. The superior gives permission to the subordinate to do his her part of assigned task and grant him or her certain rights. So until unless there is no authority, you nobody can complete the job. Because when you have delegated job to somebody, First, they will see that whether my boss has got some authority or not. If they come to know that only delegation of job is there, my boss don't have any authority to complete, to favor me, they will not give their 100%. So asking for implements are the requirements necessary for performance. This is very, very important aspect. Now, creation of obligation or accountability. The subordinate task upon himself the obligation to complete the task as the designed by the superior. So this job has to be completed as per the design of superior. One cannot complete the job like own way. They should complete the job as per how this superior wants. They cannot go left and right. They have to be in line with superior. This is very important. Sometimes I have seen in organization, people will do the very good job. They have got very extraordinary knowledge, extraordinary skill, but they will not complete the job as per the in line with management. So when we are working in a structured organization, we should follow the guidelines of management because management see the job in a very broader way. Management doesn't see any problem in a very concise manner. They see the problem in a very broader way. They have vision and mission, and they see that after few days, after few years, what will be the impact of this delegation of power to them. So that is also very important. Now, the basic principle of delegation. When we are delegating somebody, we should know what are the basic principles. To ensure that delegation of authority is effective, certain principles may be followed with great advantage. Now, here we should see that whenever we delegate authority and we want that our delegation should be very effective, then certain principles may be followed with great advantage. Number one, authority should be commensurate and co-extensive with responsibility. Now here it is there, whenever any authority and responsibility is there, both are very parallel to each other and they should commensurate and very co-extensive. Because if they are not co-extensive, they cannot do their 100%. And responsibility cannot be delegated. This is very, very important aspect. You can delegate duties, you can delegate some nature of other things, but it is the responsibility of that person to whom the job has been given. He or she has to complete at the final stage. Because you may say, I have given job to X, X may say I have given job to Y may say I have given job to Z, but no. When we see this job has been given to X and to who has given job to the X, he is whole sole responsible for completion of job. So that is very, very important things and they should know. And there should not be dual subordination of any person. That is also very important. Whenever we are going to complete any job and whenever we delegate responsibility to somebody, it should not be there he or she will report to two person. He or she will report to only one person. Because dual subordination in any organization is not a healthy sign of management. Now the functional definition should be very clear. It is also very important that in any of the organization where we work, that functional definition should be very, very clear. Because until unless this functional definition will not be clear, they cannot do 100% justice with their work. Now the chain of authority is to be clearly defined. Now, when we are delegating some authority to somebody. So the chain must be clearly defined. Who will report to whom in case of problem, how this problem will be solved, what is the flow. It is very important. Until unless we do not know the flow of authority, we cannot make 100% perfectness on our job. Now, authority level for decision making to move forward. So, in certain organizations, they are having DOP, that is delegation of powers. After that, they are having SDOP, sub-delegation of powers. Suppose X is the chairman of any company. Now he or she has got immense power, whether it's a financial power, whether it's a administrative power, whether it's a HR related power. All the powers are vested on him or her. But he or she cannot go each and everywhere. So for that purpose, the management has sub-delegated. Sub-delegated means whatever work was there, it has been sub-delegated to other person and they will complete the job. So that authority level should be very clear and making to move upward. It should be upward. So this is important things in delegation. Now the effective delegation, how you can say that this delegation is very effective. To effective delegation exists when decisions are made at the lowest excel capable of decision making. So whenever we are delegating the power, so we must see that when the powers are being delegated at the lowest level who is working with you, he or she must be able to complete the job in a most effective way. Now, how it can be done, how this effective delegation will come, work and duties must be analyzed very carefully. Now, whatever work we are giving to our subordinates, it should not be randomly. Nobody should be overloaded, nobody should be less loaded. So, work and duties must be analyzed very, very carefully, and here analysis of work is very important. The person to whom responsibility can be delegated should be chosen with very care. So, whatever responsibility you are giving to any person, he or should be chosen with very care. It is not like that simply he or she has been chosen. We must see whether she will able to complete the job in a most effective manner or not. Now the nature of responsibility and authority should be clearly defined. That is also very important. That whenever we see the nature and responsibility and authority should be clearly defined. So how it be defined means each and every person in the organization, they should know that if this job has to done by me and I have to report to whom. If any clarification is there, I will ask from whom. So these are very important aspect in any organization. And number four, it should be ensured that employee concerned has the necessary skill and the thoroughly familiar with the policies and procedure to be followed. Absolutely, this is very important aspect that the employee whom the delegation has been made, he should be thoroughly familiar with policies. Because until unless we do not know the policy, we do not know that what are the policies are there, what are the procedures to be followed are there, it cannot be perfectly done. So that procedure and policies must be followed very strictly. Delegation of duties and responsibilities, the result expected or the goal to be achieved should be specified as far as possible. Now, this is also very important. The delegation of duties and responsibilities and the result expected. Now, suppose we have got the job, we have set the goal in our organization that we have to complete this project. Now this is the 2nd January. Now we have to complete second. Today is the 2nd December. Now we have to complete the job by 20th December. It has been delegated to subordinates. So the result expected must be clearly specified as far as possible. Then only we can give a good moral. And we should always keep the moral of our employees at the very highest standard. Because if moral is very high, they can do any miracle. They can complete any job. Now the adequate flow and control should include checks to ensure that performance is expected standard and objective. That is also very important. Means the whatever the performance is there, it should be very standard and it should be in line with objectives. We can say that it should be in line with our vision and mission of the company, of the corporation, of the college also. Now this is the office work flowchart. The organization of office should have the well-defined flowchart. It should involve the following two important aspects. First step is assign clearly duties and responsibilities to each manager, supervisor, and subordinates staff. It should be clearly assigned, clearly defined, and they should know what job they have to complete by what time. Now, establishing well defined lines of authority and responsibility through delegation of authority. Authority flows upward, and as it replies, the right to require the action of others, responsibility also move upward. Now the authority flows downward. Authority will be from top to bottom. Responsibility will be from bottom to top. The person is responsible to another in higher rank. This is the clearly. Now we are the nobody is responsible to the lower rank. For lower rank they have authority, but for responsibility they will have the higher rank. So this is very important aspect. And whenever we are doing the work, we should always remember that this has to be completed in a best possible manner. So this is very important aspect in the delegation and responsibility. If you know the delegation of, and the responsibility, we can undertake and we can complete any job. So, in any organization, if you are a teacher, if you are a headmistress or headmaster, if you are a principal, or you are a manager at any level in any corporate sector, then delegation and responsibility you must know, and it should be very thorough that how to complete this delegation and responsibility. So these are the very basic things in delegation and the responsibility that we should know each and everything. So these are the very important things. Now here I would like to again focus on office work chart. I will summarize my presentation. Now this is the office work flow chart that also we should know. Same way, effective delegation, how the delegation will be very effective, that also we should know. Now the basic principles of delegation, as a manager we should know what are the basic principles of delegation. There are 6 basic principles of delegation. Only one thing is there, when we delegate somebody, when we delegate any responsibility to somebody, they should be very thorough with policies of organization. Now, The elements of organization, these are the elements of organization. Delegation, importance of delegation, these are the delegating authorities, delegation and responsibility, again responsibility, sources of authority, limits of authority, authority, and process of delegation. So these are the very important things, and we must teach to our students also. If you are a teacher, you can do very practically to a monitor. We can say that in many colleges I have seen in my academic exposure that monitor should be given more responsibility, and every student should be given the monitorship or whatever you say, the head of school, boys or head of girls, they should be rotated. So each and everybody will get chance, and they will see what is the process of delegation. Many times what happen that when somebody is doing the job in most effective and efficient manner, what management do, the same job will be continued with him or her. But no, we must make capable the second line also. The people on the second line, they should be also well conversant. So these are the very important things as an as a teacher, as a professional, as a academician, or as a administrator, you should know. So I am very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity on this wonderful subject. And again, for next year, again some very good lessons have been lined up. So it should be a series, and whatever we learn from here, it is not like that after seminar, whatever we see, whatever we learn from seminar, we must put them in practice. That is very very important thing. Because if you don't put them in practice, there is no use of any seminar. So whatever you learn here, it is your duty to put them in practice. You should see, you should see that how this delegation bifurcates, how this responsibility bifurcates, and we should inculcate the habit in students that they should make school head or college head or class head regularly at certain intervals. So each and everybody will be groomed up. That is very important. We should not develop. We should rather, I will say, we should groom the students. We should groom the employees. Because if your employee, if your student is groomed up in such a way, they will never do any wrong things. They will have a very wonderful character, they will have a very wonderful career, they will have a very wonderful discipline. It's a very important. And now a lot of IT tools are there. We can teach them with different type of platforms. So it is very important, and I am very sure that with this type of seminar, we will uh, inculcate the habit of responsibility and delegation in our programs. So I'm very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity to deliver my expertization on this delegation of responsibility. Because at a certain level, I am delegating my responsibility to somebody. At my certain level, somebody is delegating responsibility from top management to me. No. So we are in between. So as a middle level manager, we should always have a balance between top level management and lower level management. Then only our organization will be in most effective and efficient manner. And I am very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity. I am also see the very wonderful audience will be there. If any question is there, I'll be very happy to answer. Any question is there? And thank you. If any question is there, please ask. I will answer the questions. It will be my proud privilege to answer your questions. So, from any studio, anybody is having any question, please ask. I'll be I'll be giving my answer.
Thank you so much, sir, for a rich content present which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in
Thank
the
you.
comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.
After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Back to our participant, dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a witness certification and online quiz competition. Dear knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a witness certification and online quiz competition. After your wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. That's why no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic, new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Okay, I am very thankful to IGP and I am very thankful to Badan Das for your wonderful cooperation. And you have created, this whole IGP team has created a benchmark in global professional community. I am very thankful and I feel very proud to be a part of this academic program. Keep going ahead. We all are with you, and a lot of programs are lined up for next year also. And really it shows that how much pain the IGP team is taking. Thank you. Thank you to my esteemed audience. We will meet in some other programs. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Honorable sir, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dear IGP Knowledge Seek, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. We have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next to the learning test. Passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next to the learning test. Passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download certificate. If fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We change a few processes for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. www.eduigp.com. Sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Further, browse the live quiz button or given link. Find the station name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a minute for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 20 people, we are going to start our quiz session. Our first question is: delegation involves assigning responsibility and accountability. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our second question is: delegation communicates trust, responsibility, and authority. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is: delegation is allocating authority and responsibility. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is: delegation essential includes responsibility, authority, and accountability. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is, what is delegation of responsibility and authority? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 68% people are right here. Our next question is, with delegation, responsibility and accountability remains with, is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is, the delegation of responsibility, implementation, monitoring and evaluation. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 28% people are right here. Our eighth question is, involves the delegation of responsibility and accountability. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 74% people are right here. Our next question is, with delegation, responsibility and accountability remain with that, is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is, the delegation of authority and responsibility in transforming authority and responsibility to others. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 74% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will zoom into final in the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can set properly feed you skill by rest of learning, cause life, the best of teaching, and be happy. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to go. A lot of people are thinking. Albert Einstein. Before I hit the like button, I can also thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.